To many people, this is the hardest shot in golf, and it can cost you a lot of shots. Hi everyone, my name's James and welcome back to Get Good at Golf. If you want to do just that, you want some simple golf tips, easy golf lessons, and of course, those little secrets that can help you lower your scores, make sure you first of all watch this video, but also throw a like on it and subscribe if you want to get better. So we're talking about bunkers today, and I'm a self-professed bunker wizard. Is that right to say? I would say so. Chris would agree as well. So this is the distance, 50 to 60 yards, that everyone seems to hate. Now, how can you regulate your distance here, and how can you make sure you hit consistent golf shots? So if I've got this shot, I'll probably try and land it a little bit short, release out nicely, and you can see that's not a bad effort. We've got about 20-30 feet just short of the green, but if I wanted to make sure I was playing that a little bit further, what would I do? So you see, the first thing to do is make sure you're not biting off more than you can chew. I'm quite happy with that first attempt. We have a chance at par, but if I want to take it a little bit further, I'm concentrating on two things. I'm thinking about how much dynamic loft am I producing to that ball, and how much club head speed am I again producing to that ball, because the key here is strike. And as you'll see with that first shot, I struck it pretty well, but there was what, Bobby? What was there not enough of? Speed. First of all, there wasn't enough speed. And this is how we can learn how to play this shot for people, because what a lot of people will do from here, and this is one of the only shots in golf where your next shot you could be further away from the flag. And that's something which I got taught years ago from this kind of range bunker shot, and I thought, you know what, apart from Bobby over a 6-footer, it's probably right, isn't it? Because if you've seen the putting lesson, you'll know. But the one thing I don't want to do is produce more speed and hit that shot, because that was really well struck again, but what happened to the dynamic loft, Bobby? Closed, because that was a square face shot, and if I had that kind of 70-80 yard shot, that would be perfect. Again, that's a difficult shot to play. So I need to make sure that we have consistency in the shots we are playing. So I'm going to open the face up again, and I'm using here a Tacoma Skyforger, and I've got a 56 degree. So I wouldn't really go more lofted than this. I wouldn't go a 60 degree. I might potentially go 52. The only reason I'm not doing it is because there's too much rough in between us. If I'd have played the first shot with a 52, it would have released out nicely. I still thought, to be honest, it might do with it being a downslope, but it's moist, wintry conditions. So I know that I open that face up and I produce the same speed. You can see now we're starting to get the correct distance. Did that have some spin on it? I think it probably will have done, won't it? So straight away there, the two shots that I've played towards that flag, not only am I learning that yes, I need a little bit more speed, but how am I getting that speed? I'm getting the speed through how far I take that club back, and of course, because basically what I've done is I've hit a full shot with plenty of loft, and I can do that time after time, and I can start to regulate just how far the ball's going through the dynamic loft and the speed married together, as we've mentioned. If I wouldn't have opened that face up, the ball would have gone lower, and what, Bobby? Longer. You weren't paying attention, were you? But that's okay. That's okay, because all of a sudden, if you can become really good from this distance bunker shot, if you can become really good, this now makes short-sided bunker shots easier, because all of a sudden you're starting to realise what we're doing with the club face and what the club face does to the bounce on the bottom of that club. That's why golf pros make these shots look so easy in comparison to mid-high handicap golfers who, let's face it, make these shots look really, really tough. So guys, there are two quick things just to make you think, right, what am I doing with my, first of all, static loft? What club am I choosing? What am I doing with the dynamic loft? And then of course, what am I doing with the speed? You could start to play around with the ball position if you want to. I generally like to have these just in the middle of the stance, maybe slightly forward, so that I'm nice and shallow through that shot. And from there, again, I know just how much dynamic loft and speed I need to hit pretty consistent shots, even if I don't quite catch them like that one there. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. This, to a lot of people, is the hardest shot in golf. I think we've just proved it doesn't need to be, with a couple of quick, simple tips.